So Dale is here to tell us what's going on over there.
Woo.
Hi. I'm not a West Virginia native, as you can tell, but I moved down here about 2 years ago, and I absolutely love this state. But I keep hearing myself, when I hear other people talk about these issues, going, how is that even legal? What do you mean? That a mountaintop removal site can move this close to my house, and everyone, I mean everyone, that I speak to says, well, there goes your well water. It's expected. We're going to lose our well water. So I asked DEP about this, and they said, well, this sounds like a great opportunity to bring city water down through the hollers. I said, excuse me, last January, whose house do you think people came to take showers and fill water jugs? My house. And when the mine does foul my well, as is expected, who does the burden of paying for city water fall to? How is that legal? Are we not property owners? How is it that they can claim their property rights to do whatever they want on their property, including blowing up the mountain they paid for? But what about my property rights? Why aren't West Virginians pissed off? You know? I keep constantly hearing about jobs, Colburn's jobs. Then why is the unemployment so high? And where is all this awesome money that's supposed to be coming from these extractive energy practices? I gotta tell you, as an outsider looking at it from within, I don't see where these have been your friends at all. At all. What I consistently see is that profit is more important than public safety. When we say we want our children to be safe, they don't care as long as the green is going in their pocket. All right? And it's not just the green going into the coal companies' pockets. It's the way the coal companies are taking those profits and greasing the hands of the people who are supposed to represent you and you and you and you and your children. When the legislative opened this week, guess who was sitting in the first 2 rows? Extractive energy officials. This was not an event that you could buy tickets to. You had to have somebody on the inside to get you tickets. Well, we were out here as they all came out, and I think we had a grand total of maybe 3 legislators that acknowledged our presence. Shelley Moore Capito didn't stop over to say she'd fight for my right to have clean water. Evan Jenkins didn't stop over to say he understood our need for clean water. And Governor Tomlin, he ran through with a security guard like, I don't know, like we had guns and we were after him. I just don't understand. I think we've got a pretty good turnout today, but I don't understand why half the city's not here. How short is your memory? There are still tanks all up and down the Elk and the Kanawha. It is just a matter of time before this happens again, and they cover it up again. Honestly, people, 10,000 gallons. How long do you think it takes 10,000 gallons to leak out of a hole the size of a quarter? You think that happened overnight? We have cars that get rust on them, right? And we're constantly like watching them, see how long will they last before it gets big enough that we don't pass the inspection. Our cars can't get licensed if they have rust on them. But these tanks can keep in operation. And Freedom Industries, they just moved down the road, changed their name, already have 8 violations. Why aren't we mad? I'm not hearing any mad.
I'm mad.
You know, I don't think I'm mad because I'm not a local. I'm mad because I had somebody stand in my presence and tell me that my family, my property, my water was the cost of doing business in West Virginia. And then they lament the poor, and they say we're too lazy to work, and they go on and on and on. Well, guess what? If you don't have property owners, you don't have wealth in your state. We own our property. Everybody out there in the holler owns their property. And their values drop 50%. And when our well goes, it'll drop to 20%. And that mine has already had 13 violations that we know of since they started an operation not even a year ago. And of those 13 violations, at least 3/4 of them were reported by citizens, not by the DEP inspectors doing their business. Get mad, folk. Get mad. Go home and tell your friends you're mad. Tell your family you're mad. And when they look at you and go, well, that's just how it is. Well, guess what? If you don't do something, that's exactly how it's going to stay.
Yeah. All right.